Hello and welcome back to Sarah Reacts. I'd say today, but we're going to be reacting to the Firefly movie, Serenity. If you've been watching since the beginning, you probably know that I've seen the movie. It was one of those bargain bin purchases when you're a kid. You know, your mum gives you some money to go and get a cheap DVD, so you get it. I had no idea about Firefly. I'd never seen it before, the series, but I absolutely loved the movie. I thought it was amazing. And then, so when I started my reaction channel, I thought Firefly would be a great show to react to, and I absolutely loved every second of it. So, I thought, I didn't know whether you guys would want to see a reaction to the movie, so I did do a poll on YouTube to see if you guys actually wanted to see that, and majority voted yes. So here we are. I did have a comment to say react to this differently, you know, pause, comment, stuff like that. So that's what I'll be doing. But yeah, if you hear weird noises in the background, my cat has decided to play with this piece of string for the past 20 minutes. So, like all those little noises. That's hers running across my hardwood floor trying to get this piece of string. But yeah, so I've bought Serenity because my laptop doesn't have a DVD player and I don't know how to work anything, so it's only like £3 on Amazon, so I bought it. Let's get into it.
The central planets formed the Alliance.
See, I forgot how good the production quality is.
Civilization.
Because when you watching Firefly, it's not as good, but it's believable and it still holds up, I think. But this is
fused Alliance control.
Yeah, because we didn't see the Reavers in Firefly.
It's true that there are dangers on the outer planet.
I already knew what they looked like because I've seen this, obviously.
We can bring to the Independence. We're not telling people what to think. We're just trying to show them how.
Her in the eye.
Off the charts. Scary monsters.
I remember watching that for the first time and being like, ah!
She's a creature of extraordinary grace. Yes.
She is.
She always did
love to dance. He's gonna say stop. Yeah, and I'm stopping it, right? Because when I was watching Firefly, the first episode, Simon said that he paid somebody to smuggle her out, and that they'd meet up on Persephone and he'd take over, something like that. So I was so confused when I watched that first episode, because I was like, what the fuck? And then I thought, oh, well, maybe she gets caught again or something, he has to rescue her again, but that doesn't happen in the season, so I don't know. Just continuity error that has been it's been on my mind. But yeah, let's get into it. Back to the guy so he can rewind and walk through the hologram.
Backtrack. Stop.
I love that he walks like through her face.
At his face.
Yeah.
It's love, in point of fact. Something a good deal more dangerous.
Yeah, because
why are you here?
Because
that's something I learned throughout the series as well, is how much of a brother-sister connection they genuinely have.
Doctor. Young miss.
And she just I feel so bad for both of them.
Young miss, I'll need all the logs on
his eyes are so focused on that sword.
And help her to come back to us, no matter how far.
And you can see it with the focus as well. For me personally, you know that beginning scene where they were like, we meddle and we tell them what to think, what to blah, blah, blah. And when I used to watch this movie, like a lot, I thought that he was like the embodiment of that. Like, his whole mission, this movie, is to do his job. he's given up his whole identity to be the person he is and the career he is in, and it's like brainwashing at like the highest level, isn't it?
No grenades, huh? No grenades.
See, now I know Jane
You
more.
crashing again?
Back to your
Yeah,
husband.
there you go.
Bill prep?
Good to go, sir. Just loading her up. Those grenades?
See, because like the setup to this movie as well made me feel like I didn't need this TV series set up, because at the beginning they explained it, and then he's like, go talk to your husband, and then he's out, and then Jane's there with his guns, and so it's a really good. It was really good to set this up as like a standalone movie if you'd never seen the series before. I really appreciated that.
Hey, what the spanker hell are you playing at?
I always love the shots when they just walk through
We're
the
just
ship.
ready, Captain. What's your friend?
Are you threatening to... I look out for me and mine. That don't include you, unless I conjure it does. Now you start to...
See, that's a contradiction to the TV show as well, because he made it clear that Simon and River were part of his crew and no one messes with his crew and all this stuff, and now all of a sudden he's not. Come on.
Throwing the alliance's point. That tickles me a bit. Con limo, dicha, right? No mayo.
Yeah, them randomly speaking Chinese used to confuse me as well, but you know, you just watch something and you just think, oh well.
Zoe.
Shiny.
Let's be perfect. No, I said it wrong! Those are bad guys. But I love this. It gets quiet and she like glides through.
You alright?
Reavers.
What's going on?
Reavers.
Anybody see him?
I remember being so scared the first time I watched this, especially from that that quick shot of that woman like my young preteen heart, honestly. So you get his leg, no! Oh!
You shoot me, you think me!
Well, don't shut me first. But I was not invested in any of these characters when I first watched this. Like, not as much as I am now. Like, now I'm watching it and I'm like, Jane, no! Even though I know he's gonna be fine. I'm like, ugh.
He didn't lie down. They never lie down.
Like the people on Miranda. Just let themselves lay down and let themselves.
No, I think things will glide a deal
die.
smoother for us without her.
Captain will drive us all off one by one. Just like Simon and River. Just like Nora.
Yeah, Nora. Because even though I knew she'd left because of the movie, I was like, ugh, when she did on the TV series, because it just, you know, when you watch something for so long, you forget. But Anara's still my favourite.
Don't pay anybody in advance.
Oh, Kaylee.
And don't ride in anything with a Capison 38 engine, they fall right out of the sky.
King.
Oh, I remember being so mad at him for leaving when she looked so upset.
Going on a year now, I ain't had nothing twixt my nethers won't run on batteries.
God. I can't wear that. I could stand here a little more.
I never got that as a
I
kid.
don't care for anybody's
Surprise.
What he was gonna do. You've never been but a way station of those two. How do you know what he feels?
Right, the part that comes up with the fight is how I saw River, because of this fight and then at the end. And then when she didn't do any fighting in the series, I was really confused until she shot those 3 people. And then I was like, oh, there's the River I know so well. But I get it, obviously I get it, because this movie's after the series. And yeah. Miranda. then... Boom! I just love this scene. Just love it. You know, I have to say, where the hell was Simon this whole time? Talking to people, or whatever, but he didn't hear the massive fight. I'm like, come on, Simon, do better. Miss Universe is the elf from Santa Claus with his robot wife.
This is good. And she falls asleep.
You know, the robot's not as good as the Buffy bot.
See if anybody spoke with her before she acted up. Made any kind of contact with
Or
her.
the bot in I Was Made to Love You episode, but...
Miranda, ask her.
Who is Miranda? Am I talking?
Do you think when she said ask her, she's talking about...
No.
I love her face. She's like, I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy. But when she says ask her, do you think she's talking about, you know, Sarah Paulson's character?
Sight of love and smile. Hit you where you're weak.
Inara is where he's weak.
Sort of man they're like descent believes hard. Kills and never asks.
Told you, brainwashed.
Dear Buddha, please bring me a pony and a plastic rocket.
What are you doing?
Well, you invited me.
It was that for a
Just
second, you
the way the
stupid-
tassels just
Well,
move.
that makes you kind of a tease, doesn't it?
But you would make it this far in that outfit.
I can be very graceful when I need to.
I've no doubt.
But it's pretty Flora Bonnet, eh? I kind of wish Inara like would have got like a shot in or something. She's got, you know, she must have been trained to own a full-grown man if he tries to get a bit funny with her. So I would have liked to see her
What,
like
back up?
punch him in the face.
Making an awful ruckus.
The Alliance isn't some evil empire. This is not the Grand Arena.
That's not incense.
How many men in your platoon came out of there alive?
You want to leave this room?
Damn right I do.
Yeah, I wouldn't go against Zoe.